Hey everybody, we are back here at Hear the Watchmen, the Remnant Warrior Conference in Dallas in 2020. You'll never guess who I have with me today. It is Kevin Shipp. Kevin,
good to
welcome.
See you. Thank you. Yeah, good to be here.
How do you like your first Hear the Watchmen?
Well, yes, this is my first, and it's been a real nice experience for me. I'm used to speaking to audiences of all different walks of life. Sometimes, I fly solo, depending on the group I'm talking to. And this weekend has been a breath of fresh air because I'm around like-minded people, people that are critical thinkers, people of faith, and it's almost been like a vacation, kind of a refreshing for me, and which I was pretty much due for. So
nice.
It's been a blessing, yeah.
Nice. So how did you hear about the Hear the Watchmen Conference?
Well, Jeannie Moore contacted me out of the blue.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure how she found me. I've been on Fox News recently. I don't know. It's because
that's probably why.
Probably so, yeah, because it was just after that. And,
okay.
And so I do speeches sparingly these days, just because you get tired of traveling after a while.
Mm-hmm.
But when I found out what the convention was going to be about and the type of people that were going to be here, I said, yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Just because I like being around people that attend this kind of conference, people of faith, good people. I've found at events like this just America's finest, America's best, and it's just great to be around people like that.
Oh, nice. And so you came to here, and obviously you're going to be speaking later today. Can you tell anybody what you're going to be talking about?
Well, I'm gonna get into the shadow government.
Okay.
Today, of course, but from a kind of a deeper perspective, I'm going to talk about the Epstein case and Jeffrey Epstein's deep connections to intelligence, both the CIA and Mossad, his connections to the World Economic Forum and transhumanism and the Trilateral Commission.
Wow.
He was a member of the Council on Foreign Relations. It was a deep, widespread espionage blackmail ring that was essentially after he was murdered, and I'm absolutely convinced he was murdered. Probably the biggest, at least one of the biggest cases in U.S. history, and one of the biggest defendants in U.S. history, was killed and then silenced. And now we hear nothing about it, not only from the Department of Justice, but of course, no surprise to media. And yet the ramifications of Epstein's connections, especially to U.S. and Israeli Mossad intelligence, are shocking. And it goes all the way into the CIA and Ghislaine Maxwell, her family were Mossad agents. So it's huge. Wow. And yet our government, the shadow government, deep state, whatever you want to call it, has buried it completely. Allowed Epstein literally to die in jail when he should have had the U.S. Marshals on him. And amongst other things which most of us know about that were very suspicious. So I'll be talking about the connections into the shadow government of that, and it's the shadow government right in all of our faces, right out in plain view for everybody to see.
Yeah, even like Schumer said, the whirlwind just the other day, and we all know what that means.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. So you said it was nice to be here. Did you get a lot of questions from people that are here that are excited to hear what you have to say?
Oh, all the time. Yeah, yes, from a variety of different arenas. But I get questions all the time, and it's nice to be asked questions by people generally who are informed, versus,
or at least know something.
At least know something, or they've done. A lot of people I'm running into here have done their own research on a lot of these issues, and so many of them are coming from kind of an informed position, which is refreshing.
Well, I guess a good question would be then: did you actually learn anything from anyone else here?
Well, I learned something from the coach. I can tell you. I learned he's just right on about everybody's too busy. We all, most of us, understand that this is a very serious time, and we're in kind of a cultural civil war, and it's gotten beyond the pale. They're teaching our kids in the 3rd grade transgender studies. They're aborting babies up to just before and after birth. And the coach's point was everybody that he talks to take action is, well, I'm too busy, I got to work, I've got my family. You have to find someone else to do it.
Reminds me of the parable.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. And so I enjoyed the coach's talk in that people need to stop making excuses. These things are very serious, and it's gotten worse than I've ever seen it. And all of us, myself included, need to take action.
Amen. Amen. I would agree with that. So, do you see yourself like creating like a family here? We're going to see you at future events, I hope.
Yeah, I've made some good friends here, some good connections,
Nice.
yes, and I certainly hope so. And I hope some friends that'll be long-lasting, and that's been one of the really neat things about this conference.
And giving you a refreshing look at things.
You bet. You betcha.
We
Yeah.
can just hang out and have a good time. So I want to thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
And thank you for talking with us, and thank you for being at the conference. Is there any last words you want to tell everybody?
No, just simply, I'd encourage everybody out there not to lose your faith or your hope. There is a kind of a quiet revolution going on in our country of good people, moms and dads, grandparents, doctors, and from every walk of life that have had enough of kind of the dark left or the dark side and what it's been doing to our country. So just encourage people that there are millions of us out there. We saw that when Donald Trump got elected against
Yes.
all odds.
He showed up.
And we showed up. So be encouraged. There is a groundswell, a grassroots movement of millions of people out there that think like we do and are ready to take action to take our country back and put our government back under the Constitution again, one brick at a time.
Amen. Amen to that. Thank you so much
Thanks for
coming
having
out.
me. Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
buddy. Talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.